Hello, today is February 29th, and I am here today on Leap Day with Quinifer. This is Quinn, my buddy, and also my buddy Brody here. He wants to be in it as well. And I'm just kind of doing a little video here explaining what's going on in my life and what I've been up to for the past 4 years, since I think the last time I made one of these videos was last Leap Day 4 years ago. So start off by saying I'm still working at Alstom. As you can tell here, I generally work remotely from home most of the time ever since COVID in 2020. We still have Liam and Paige. Unfortunately, Paige has moved out. She no longer lives here, and I don't think she wants to live here anymore. She wants to go out on her own. And here's Timmy. Timmy's still around. And Liam is at Gardendale right now. He used to go to Central Middle School, and he got kicked out of Central Middle School. And then he got kicked out of Johnson, which is where he went after that. And now he goes to Gardendale, which he's been there since, I think, February 6th. So he's only been there for less than a month. And as of 2020, we no longer foster. We just foster dogs, but we no longer foster children as of 2020. And we have, as we did 4 years ago, we have an election year coming up. And it's most likely going to be Trump versus Biden. Personally, I'd rather neither one of them win. I'd rather an independent like RFK to win. Most likely, it's probably going to come down to Trump and Biden. And most likely, being that I live in Florida, Republican state, I'll probably end up voting Trump if that's my two options. And my prediction, I don't know, I guess my prediction is probably that Trump will win. I don't know, it could be a toss-up just because Biden's the current president. And I was wrong last time I said Trump was going to win, hands down, and he didn't. So I could be wrong again. I do think there's probably not going to be any debates this year, due to the fact that Biden is too lethargic and probably still hiding in a basement. So he's not going to want to do a debate, and Trump thinks he's going to have too much of an ego to do a debate. So he's probably willing to do a debate. He's just not going to do a debate and blame it on Biden. So enough about politics. 4 years ago, last Leap Day, I was looking forward to going to Rose's party. And I miss that she no longer has parties. It seems like the last party I went to was probably the one in 2020, 4 years ago. It's a bummer because I would love it if she did have more parties, and I would definitely go. So that's a sad thing. And speaking of sad things, another thing that was sad 2 years ago, I just wanted to say in 2022, my dog, my favorite dog, Buster passed away August 16th, 2022. I know a lot of people on YouTube know about Buster because he was in numerous videos where he's licking my face. I loved him. He was a great dog. They always ask him to have more videos of Buster, but unfortunately he passed away 2 years ago. So that's sad. Also, in the last 4 years ago, I talked about going to Rochester for work. I ended up not ever going to Rochester. I've never been to Rochester. And due to COVID-19, we started working from home remotely. And that's what it's been pretty much since 2020. It's pretty much been remote work for the past 4 years. We still sometimes do go into work. We generally have Monday and Friday is remote. And then usually 1 or 2 other days a week, I will do remote. So it's kind of returned back to the office, but it's usually 1 or 2 days that we return back to the office per week. So that's what's going on there. And I did want to also talk about, for the past couple of years now, I've been having a New Year's resolution, but I would like to say I've been successful in every single New Year's resolution, so I'm not going to stop now. I think I kind of started this New Year's resolution back in 2019 when I was doing no alcohol for the whole year. And I succeeded in that. And as you probably saw in my last video, which I think you can see in the background there, I was able to succeed in that. And then in 2020, I was able to succeed in posting something on Facebook and just basically being thankful for something every single day of the year. And I was able to find something I was thankful for every single day of the year in 2020. Succeeded in that. 2021, I succeeded in not shaving my beard for the whole entire year. So I had a long goatee, which my daughter Paige used to braid. And also, that was the year that in 2021 we got Quinifer, also known as Quinn. And as a puppy, he would like to play with my beard and he would, chomp down on it and stuff. It was kind of fun. So in 2022, I was able to go boating every month for the entire year. And I succeeded in doing that at least 12 times, once every month, more than once a month sometimes, in the nice months. But I can remember like in December, it was really cold, but I went out with Sean and we still went boating. And I think I posted those videos on YouTube as well. In 2023, I created a Facebook group page called I Was Born in 1985. And I posted a famous person's picture and bio and information about them for every day of the year. A famous person that was only born in 1985. So that page still exists, and I was active on that, and I did it every single day of the year. And so far, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, I've been successful with every single one of these New Year's resolutions. And I don't plan to stop now. So in 2024, I have my most ambitious goal of trying to reach 200 pounds by the end of 2024. I started this year at 228 pounds, and I will say that today, although this is my lowest point ever, I am now at 211.8. 211 pounds, 0.8. That is great considering we're just in February. And so I just only need to drop about 12 more pounds by the end of the year. Hopefully that works out. But another thing I did want to mention as well is I have my upcoming 20-year reunion at my high school later this, I think it's in September. I'm really looking forward to that. I went to the 10-year reunion and I had a great time. And I definitely am looking forward to the 20-year reunion. Hopefully it's just as good as the 10-year, and hopefully a lot of my friends that didn't show up for the 10-year will be there in the 20-year. I'm looking forward to it. And other than that, I will say times right now are kind of interesting. Right now, the economy, I think interest rates are really high. I just checked today before making this video. It's at 7.18% interest rate for a 30-year loan mortgage. I can remember when I bought the house next door, which I think in the last video I was talking about how I Airbnb'd it. I can remember that interest rate for the 30-year. I think it was like 3% or something. So it was really, really low. But I think they say the good news is when you have high interest rate like this, you can get more money from banks. But I mean, when I look online, it seems like it's about 5% APY a year, or around there between 4 and 5. It fluctuates, and I'm kind of getting that a little bit. But honestly, I think I'd rather have lower interest rate and pumping out some money and just being able to get capital and stuff. And I think businesses will do better. There wouldn't be as many layoffs, and small businesses can do better. So I think in the environment of a lower interest rate, I think it is actually a better situation. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. We'll see if by the end of this year maybe the interest rate will come back down. The Fed will drop it. Hopefully something will happen. I mean, I'm actually in a good position right now myself with everything, so I can keep chugging along the way it is, and I still have a job. so far. So far so good. So yeah, like I think in the last video and even the video before that in 2016, I was working at Alstom, and I'm still working at Alstom. So that means that in the next 2 years, I will technically be there for 10 years. Oh boy. So that's the longest I've ever worked at one particular company. Usually in the past, since I graduated college, most companies I worked at, I'd be there for 2 or 3 years on average, it seems. So that's the entirety of it, and I think I will wrap this up now. And I hope everyone has a happy 2024 and a very happy leap day. Right, Quinn?